Namaste. Greetings. It's Crispy Bhagat Singh here, and today I'm going to talk to you about a lovely little expression that I've heard in the last 6 months, and it's a really nice phrase that plays off of a phrase that we often hear in Western culture, but that changes the perspective just subtly. And I really like language. I like how it affects the way we think, and I like how it affects the way we can relate to information. Um, So, in the Western tradition, we have from actually all the way from the Bible, this too shall pass. And this is an expression most often used by people in a time of trouble, trials, tribulations, things going on that are heavy duty, as if our job is to bear and endure suffering and someday be rewarded with pleasure. At least that's how it comes across when people use the expression, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, as if this piece of time can be encapsulated and then put aside. Certainly, that's a way of dealing with it, compartmentalizing or reducing the past to an experience that is not conjured up and felt, but just more intellectualized. I get it. The phrase I want to offer you today is, this too I shall include. So it's not more helpful in a game in your mind in the sense that it makes anything easier. It wouldn't make something that you have to endure or bear any easier, but it will say that you believe that the experiences of your life are there to give you a qualitative, experiential, momentary expression, and that you relate to this world, this being, all of the other beings through this expression. And so, even those things that we look back upon and past in shame, embarrassment, humiliation, or plain judgment that we wish we had not done, each of those are the sequential steps that have brought us in this path to here. And so, this too I shall include. So, I was joking with someone. You don't let the past influence you so greatly that you change the way you live your present life. So you were left once in the past. That doesn't mean that you create situations so you can never be abandoned by abandoning everyone else first. But you also can't just shut those things off, because you have to understand where you're coming from and what your emotions are. So when you get into the practice and you start to figure out who you are, what triggers you, what delights you, what annoys you, you see some of these things. And so these are the things I'd like to say, rather than judging or feeling that it's our job to endure them or grit your teeth and bear it. Look for the lesson inside. Look for the subtle teacher that's being given to you. If the lesson is the same lesson being handed to you by different teachers, then yogi, wake up. Wake up and do the work. Don't avoid it this time. Don't do the bypass. Get into it. And this too you shall include. So think about it. You're walking down a humble path. And someday at the end of that path, there'll be a beautiful little cloister or a temple or even just a rock-hewn grotto that you created, that you'll sit in, and that will be your final place of being and rest. And so every time there's a stumbling block in the road, it's not something that this too shall pass, this too shall I include. Pick it up, take that block, and craft it into a stone that can be the foundation of your temple or your cloister, even your cathedral. So, alter your perspective and take those stumbling blocks and build an altar out of them. This too you shall include. That's my thought for today. Thanks for checking in. Namaste.